What is up, everybody? Ciao ragazzi. Welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri Zone Live. You're back with the duo is actually back today. Both of us, not just one or the other. I'm Justin Sofro, if you don't know. And then with me today is Julian Genotti. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you? Long time no see.
Right, doing well. I would say not your first time back. You were back yesterday filling in while I was out of town. But first time us being back together talking about, fortunately, it's a slow news day, not a lot going on, so we're not going to have much to talk about today. But anyway, how was, before we get into it, just how was wedding week? How did all that go?
The days leading up to it, I was busy every day for the most part, doing stuff like the last little details here and there. Then Saturday, everything went fine. Nothing went wrong. Great day. Honestly, nothing went wrong.
Really?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually interject. Hold on. The priest said something, and when we were doing they say, "Oh, you can now kiss the bride," or whatever. He didn't say anything like that. He's like, "Offer your peace offering" or something, and we both looked at him. We're like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
And it was just an awkward stare for like a couple seconds, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, go," and I'm like, "All right."
So, we don't know what you got to tell us what we're doing. Yeah. Well, I remember. Well, at least it didn't happen. One of my friends got married, and his wife's name was Allison, or is Allison, not was, but is Allison, and he called her Ashley through the entire thing, like literally the entire thing. Yeah. So that was not the she was a good sport about it. I thought she'd be pissed because I imagine I would. Of course, mine it's not a big deal to me. I think the guy at mine, he actually was at our church. He does all our stuff. He said like. I think it's everybody says Sephora or something like that instead of Sophro. Yeah. Or he's pronounced it. It wasn't even. I think it was maybe like Sephora. The cosmetic company makeup or whatever that is. Yeah, makeup stuff. I think somebody did something like that. I was like, oh, really? I was like, that's in all the videos and everything. It's fine. But anyway, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. Glad you got to experience that. Welcome to hell. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's good. It's an enjoyable life for the most part. Even if you have kids. Are you thinking about having kids anytime soon?
Yeah. Maybe not right away.
Yeah, I'd let it breathe for a minute. I'd say that's the one nice thing that we waited. We were at least going to wait a year. We waited a couple years before we did it, and I think that was probably the smart option, But anyway... Yes, exactly. No, anyway, congratulations again. I just wanted to touch on that because I didn't want to just, speed through and just get right into all this stuff. But let's say hi to some people real quick before we get in the news. By the way, if you're new here, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Well, actually, if you're old here, hit the like button. But if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Also, let us know in the chat where you're from, if you're new here, how you became a Juventus fan, stuff like that. We'd love to hear about that. We got fixes in here. Appreciate it. Yeah, we know, guys. We're getting to it. Vibe Hub. I apologize if I say it incorrectly, but I'm trying to get it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being in here. Andrew. I was going to say Andrew. Alexander. Samuel. Appreciate it. Raffle. And Davide and Haneen. Let's see who else we got in here. I think it's everybody that has left a chat so far, but appreciate you guys. We'll check this thing out. But yeah, or we'll talk about it here in a second. Let's go ahead and just start with the first bit of news for the day. Let's tease it along for a little bit because there's a lot going on, a lot happening that we can get into. But the first news of the day that we really have is all the BS that's been going on with Weston McKennie. And I thought we were gonna. I thought my situation is I expected we end up picking up. Locatelli, and then we can kind of shut it down.
Yep.
I thought it was shut it down, or it was a. Basically, you can add somebody else like Pjanic if Ramsey goes. But I thought we were done, and I thought we could take a breather here. And then it seems like all this stuff just starts piling on at the end, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, you had all this time of BS news, like of nothing going on with the Locatelli situation. So now you wait for literally the last week of the Mercado to dive into all this. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I know a lot of people have been trying, not a lot, but there's been a couple people battling me about the Weston McKennie take and all that. With that issue, we'll get into it. But really what I wanted to say, let me fix this real quick. There we go. Just want to make sure you're centered on my thing. Anyway, so let's just get into it. Let's just bring it up, and then I'll talk more of I have a lot of opinions. So, reports by DiMarzio are saying that Juventus are seriously considering going for Witsel should McKennie leave. Witsel has been proposed by some intermediaries, and Juventus would be thinking seriously about it also because there are the conditions to buy him since his contract expires in 2022. That's if they were to kick out Weston McKennie for whatever godforsaken reason they're trying to do it. They decided let's go for a player 10 years, his senior, that has had some, am I right in saying this, some injury issues? I mean, everybody does, I guess.
Witzel?
Yeah, or not, yeah.
No. Witzel's been, the last couple of years, he's been pretty injury prone, but specifically last year, he ruptured his Achilles. So he's done exactly what Spinazzola's done, but it was, obviously he's recovered from it now. But it's been 6 months. And what kind of player is he now? He's 32 years old, so he's obviously getting up there in prime soccer player age. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what kind of player is he? We don't know. Will he suit the Italian game? Probably, because it's a little bit slower. You have to break teams down more and more. But at the end of the day, you came off a ruptured Achilles at that age. It's like, I get Kevin Durant did it, but he's a primo athlete. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Axel Witsel, he could be a primo athlete, but it's a different sport. It's different on the legs. So, I don't know why. I don't know why we're linked with him. Actually, to be fair, I do know why, because he would help the midfield. He would, in a different way. But the injury of his Achilles scares me to shit.
Yeah, it does, and that's. I mean, it just worries me. And again, what I'm trying to say is, I'm very clear. I want to make it very upfront. Like a lot of what we do here, it's opinionated. It is a lot of what we do is opinionated. You don't come on the channel. I mean, if you come on the channel, you just want to hear the news. I give you the news, but I follow it up with my opinion, which I also preface. Usually, a lot of shows I've been doing it now where I preface it with, "You don't give a damn what my opinion is, but I'm going to tell you what it is anyway," and then you can battle me on it. You can argue. I have a lot of fun arguing with a lot of you guys, and it's fun. Most people are good spirited. There's some that really get a little take it a little too seriously, but it is what it is. What I would say, though, in this situation, the reason I'm not interested is just the age. I mean, to me, a lot of things that I was talking about, like, for the last couple of years has been age. And, like, that age, I don't need a guy that age coming in. And also, I still don't like what's going on behind the scenes with the Weston McKennie stuff. To me...
100%, man. It's not good.
It feels... Go ahead. I mean, it just feels... I don't want to say it's, like, backhanded or back... You know what I mean? It feels... Almost feels dirty to me. Like the way that they're just like leaking out this like narrative of like, you know, he's showed up out of shape. But wasn't it Agresti who said that you said it earlier too, that Agresti said that he was in the best shape they've seen him in a while when he showed up to camp and all that.
Yeah, now they're calling him Weston McChicken. Like
it's ridiculous. Like I don't know if it's a he's an American so he's fat is the joke. And like I mean I'm not killing the stereotype, but at the same time like it just doesn't.
But it's not. It's like even last year, like he came in apparently a little overweight, but I didn't see it. He's ran the most all the time to me when I was watching games. Obviously, I didn't check the kilometers ran, but every game I saw, he had the most effort. The grinta was always there. Like he didn't look out of shape. Arthur looked out of shape.
And he's well known for being a player that is literally, putting in a lot of effort and always, he's a bulldog. I describe him as a bulldog there, always chasing down balls, whatever have you. You know, bulldogs can be, you look at them, they're overweight, but then overall, have you seen one of those things fly at you? When you don't want a bulldog come at you, it's a cannonball shooting out at you. So at the same time, I don't know. And it's just also like, I've watched him, and I'm not trying to put it in like a ton. I'm not acting. And here's what I want to battle against. Somebody said something along the lines of like, you know, we're being fanboys for Weston McKennie compared to like Ronaldo fanboys or Ronaldo fanboys. Oh. No, I'm not. I'm not over here just saying pro Weston McKennie rhetoric because I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I like him. I prefer him better. I'd rather keep him. But do I think he's the star of the show? Do I think he is the greatest player? Am I you know, attacking people if you say one negative thing about Weston McKennie? No, because he deserves his criticism that he gets. Every player does, including Cristiano Ronaldo. But anyway, not to go on the Ronaldo topic just yet. But basically, I don't know. I don't like the. To me, like I said, if it's going to be for like a Chouameni, a guy like that, I can sit back and be like, okay, that's understandable.
100%
Absolutely. Yeah, that's understandable. I just don't know if a 32-year-old guy who's, you know, a year older than me, is a year older than me is out there. I don't know. I know it's not fair because like there are some freak athletes, yes, obviously, that are, you know, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, Buffon, whoever have you, that can play into their old age. But I just don't think to me, it just doesn't make sense. as an option. Go ahead, you give your thoughts. I've spoken a lot.
Yeah. So yesterday I was here. I was talking about the McKennie or sale as well, potential sale, and I said he's not the most technically gifted player. I think everyone knows that. No one cares that he's a very good squad player. Not only can he play anywhere in midfield, at Schalke he played left and right back. He's played center back. It's a perfect squad player. No one's saying he's great. No one's saying he's super bad. But you want guys like that on your team. And if we're selling McKennie and we're bringing in Witsel, as our graphic says right in front of us, he's a defensive midfielder, Witsel, and he's played center back last year for Dortmund. McKennie was an attacking midfielder for us, primarily. So we lose another attacking midfielder, and we gain another center midfielder, holding midfielder. It doesn't make sense at that point.
No, it doesn't. Sorry, just a sec.
In terms of squad composition, it doesn't make sense.
To me, I guess the way I would describe him, the way you were saying, is a squad player. Like in basketball, there's a term that we use, a glue guy. And that's what he seems like to me, is like the glue guy kind of thing that comes in. He's not a superstar by any means, but he brings a lot to the table. I don't know. And again, I understand if it doesn't work for Allegri, it's not going to work for his system. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. I just don't really like the idea of, saying so and so. It's because his weight. It's because he's eating. It's because he refuses to diet. If that's been an issue, I feel like that would be an issue that would have been sold to us a long time ago. I don't feel like it's something that just comes up the week we're trying to sell them. Are you all right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm lagging a bit, but you can go.
I think it's all set up right. I make sure my networks are right. Anyway, that's kind of where my point of view is. Here's a question for everybody that's here. Would Axel Witsel improve this Juventus squad overall? Let me jump into some of the chats here, unless you have some more stuff that you want to say right now. I know some people are commenting on it.
Can I answer this, and then you can you can get ready for the good chats?
Yeah.
So, immediately speaking, Axel Witsel, if he's the Axel Witsel that we all know, he does improve the squad because he is a very good, solid holding midfielder. He's good on the ball. He doesn't make many mistakes, and he's very good defensively in a defensive shape. And if Pjanic doesn't come, and if Allegri doesn't trust Arthur to be the regista, he does't have to play the regista role, but he has to play in a holding midfielder role as Witsel. He would protect our backline. He would keep our shape, because we saw at Udinese, oh my God, that was a disaster. What was happening in front of the center backs? If Witsel would come and McKennie did go the other way, and we made a bunch of money from it, I'd be able to stomach it if he played a midfield of Witsel, Locatelli, and someone else is an advanced midfielder, but it has to be that combination. I would be okay with those. I would be okay with Locatelli and Witsel sitting in front of our defenders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I definitely think the player would add a lot. I just don't like the idea of adding him and getting rid of. Equalizing that out with McKennie.
Yeah. And also, not only his age, but his wage would probably go up as well. It would probably be more than McKennie's. Yeah. So that just further dampens on our wage structure, and it further makes I have no idea. I have no idea what management is thinking at that point, because we were trying to get younger last year, and we were trying to get younger a bit this summer, but now we had Witsel and we minus a young player. So where's the thought process here?
Yeah, I just don't understand that at all, but it is what
Thanks,
it is.
Alex.
I'm moving things. Yeah, Alexander says congratulations. And again, I still want to know, what is this with? Oh, here we go. Okay, now this hopefully this stays fixed. We'll see. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Raffles says congrats as well on the marriage. Let's see. Let's see. I see some Ronaldo things. I'm waiting for those because we're going to get to that here in just a sec.
Save your Ronaldo thoughts. Let's get the Witsel and McKennie stuff going first.
Yeah. What's up, Joseph? Appreciate you hanging out with us or on your drive. Let's see. We got a couple. Ciao, Liam. Ciao, Nanva. Appreciate the support. Liam says I would give McKennie up for Ndombele. I don't think that's happening, right? Is that what they're saying, or is that
Those are like lower tier sources, but Ndombele is actually not in shape currently. Funny enough, like everyone says McKennie's not, but Ndombele is actually in that situation, and there's a reason why he's not playing. So.
Edgar asked, Julian, you got to share your domestic peace propaganda handbook. How are you managing to do this show a few days after your wedding? You want to explain it?
So due to Pandy reasons, I'm not going to try and book a flight and have it canceled.
Yeah.
For a honeymoon. Yeah.
So they're waiting on it, basically.
And that's all. Yeah.
And then whenever that does happen, then he'll be out of here for a bit, is what we'll be looking at. Roberto, what's up? He said Inter picked up better and more players than Juve as well. I don't get it. I thought Inter was bad in financial ways. That's fair. Sorry. And Armin brought up tomorrow of group stage draw. Yeah, definitely check in with us tomorrow. I'll be here, hopefully, unless something crazy. What? It happens to be every time I do this. Actually, this is right this time. It's usually I'm supposed to be pointing that way. Check with us tomorrow. I'll be doing a live stream reacting to it. You can get your thoughts out there and all that. So we'll be in here. It'll be 6 p.m. on Juve time as well. Ciao, comedian. Appreciate it. Oh, here we go. Here we actually have some thoughts. Liam says, I hope a whistle is coming. I would do that. I do know Liam's also our Belgian friend, so it makes sense why he would want him. I get that for sure. Alexander brings up Ronaldo. The only reason I bring this up early is he said Ronaldo out, Haaland in, which if you know...
Alex, it's coming. Coming. Capital increase. We're saving for the summer.
We'll see. What's up, Lester? Okay. Edgar says the reason Juve letting go of McKennie is because 1, he is sellable. 2, he has little technique. And 3, Juve need Dybala close to goal and not dropping deep to create it. So we need a creator in mind.
But who are we going to get?
Yeah. That and then also
Bernardo Silva's coming in the Ronaldo deal. I get it.
Yeah.
But you can't plan for that right now because there's that deal would be so complicated.
Well, and it's also the point.
I mean? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, no, I was going to say the point that he brings up that he's sellable is a good point because. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunately the opposite. It's the reason that I said to sell Rabiot if we got the opportunities because Juventus, as we've been told, they need money. And Juventus, I know Qua here, whoever's going to argue with me that I get paid, but I got to make sure I earn that paycheck today. So Juventus needs money, and that's why we're doing it. But he's saying, he's sellable, and that is unfortunate. The good players that we like are the ones that are going to be sellable, and that's the only problem. If Juventus needs to make money.
Well, sorry, can I jump in for one? Yeah. So he's a sellable player, and he's a squad player. So that's why. It's intriguing for us to sell him because he's not a starter. He wouldn't be a starter. And if you can get a good plus valenza on that, then management has to say, okay, what else? How much more money are we going to get from other players? So I get it, but I don't like it. Yeah.
Alexander says Witzel played as a CB in Dortmund's last game. Not very excited about these stories. There's a little bit of. Are you using the mic or are you using your actual earpiece to talk? Okay,
I think that's
There was a tiny bit of feedback there. I was trying to adjust it, but I think we should be good. Let me see if I can. Actually, I know what it might be. Let me see if I can edit it here. Here we go. Okay, we'll see if that works. Yeah, that's better.
Hello.
That's better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you can hear me, that's good. Sorry, I was just checking. Witzel played as center back in Dortmund's last game. Not very excited about these stories. So I'm not either. Saverio says hi, Juventini. Appreciate you tuning in.
That's a great name.
That is an awesome name. Here's some more. Liam says more of Liam, and you can see with the Belgian flag there. So I hope Witzel. Sorry, I keep going to the W pronunciation. Is coming. I would do that. I'm from Belgium too. It would be super cool if I see someone from my country in the starting 11. And I can definitely understand why you feel that way. It's the same reason why I'm battling you and saying McKennie needs to stay. It's because it's not just because he's American, but I like what I see from him. It's the main thing. So, and he's Raffle is saying we call him McDonald's on the Juventus forum. Well, explain this to me.
I just called him McChicken, so that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you saying do they call him that because he's overweight? Is that what they're saying? Are they just saying he's fat and that he's out of shape? Is that what they're saying? Or are they just saying that because the Mick and it's creative? Let me know, because I've never he's not the skinniest guy there out there, but I just don't see him as being the super out of shape guy whenever he's playing. I don't know.
Like,
I see
Higuain was out of shape.
Yeah.
Like, he was out of shape. McKennie's not out of shape.
No, and I think McKennie brings a lot of energy. It's the main reason that I say, like, I don't know. That's why I'm confused.
100%. That dude would run a 20 on the beep test, or on the shuttle run, as you guys would say.
Yeah. Andrew says it's frustrating because if he has another great year, he'll be worth $50 million. Only sell to getting down below, nothing else. I don't know if he'll be worth $50 million, but I could definitely see him being worth a bit more than what he currently is. So I definitely could see that being something, to want to keep him for another year, especially if you're only going to get like 25. You just spent 18 mil to buy him, so you're not really. I just don't see that that's worth it. Homie Juve said I would take him, but he's 32, and that's my big issue.
And his ruptured Achilles.
Yeah. So not only being injury prone or having an injury, but once you're 32, like I can tell you myself, and there's plenty of people that are in the chat here right now that are older than I am, but like once you hit like 30, there's a switch that flips, and you just don't heal as well, and everything. It's all downhill from here, boys. And that's Alexander saying. Apparently, Juve's not satisfied with McKennie's attitude, and I don't see the attitude problem. I saw somebody bring up, and no offense, it's a dumbass take, but saying, it might have been Ralph, and I apologize, Ralph, if it was you, but it was just he's immature. I don't like the Harry Potter celebration, and I'm like, dude,
what?
He's freaking 20 whatever years old. He's 22 years old.
That's fine though.
But he's a kid. Like, he is a kid. He's 22. Yeah. Like, if I thought about myself at 22 and the way compared to now, like, yeah, let him. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah. Shervin says, sorry, boys, no to Witzel, please. No. Yeah, he's finished, boys. Trust me. More takes. Giovanni is saying bullshit. Yeah, Juve wants McKennie to go BS. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, like, if McKennie leaves, we still do need a center midfielder back. Like, we still do need one to replace him. And Witzel, like, he's a very good player. He's a responsible player. I understand why he would be wanted to sign, because he'll probably be cheap. But it's a negative move.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of like squad composition.
And I mean, that's where I am with it too. That's how I feel right now. Del Juve Pietro saying basically similar things. It's depressing that we're linked to them. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few more of these that I want to get out there, and then we can move in a sec. I think RBOZ or Biozzi. I apologize. Or maybe it's RBOZ. Ozzy. I apologize. Said I really loved McKennie when he arrived, but I never liked his attitude. He's not okay with the diet, as I read somewhere, so he's free to leave first. Dude, I don't know that he's not okay with the diet. I don't see that. Like, no offense, that's just coming out now.
He has his own chef, though, doesn't he?
Probably. I'm sure.
I always see him with the chef on Instagram.
Actually, yeah, I forgot he did that big whatever thing for Juventus doing the cooking stuff. I don't know. To me, I'm gonna say I could be wrong, and I don't care being wrong, whatever. But I'm calling bullshit on this. I just don't believe it. I don't know why it's coming out right now. If it's been going on all year long last year, and it was an issue, his dieting and all that, it would have come out. It comes out. I mean, there's so many sports that I follow. American football and basketball. Again, sorry, going back to basketball. Rick Pitino was the coach at U of L. He was a stickler to people in their diets, always trying to get people to lose weight. They always need to lose weight. You're always hearing about it in the thing. Him calling a guy a fat ass when he's like whatever size. I remember there's a basketball player really good, Wayne Blackshear. Well, he was solid at U of L, but they always called him Fat Wayne, and he was and stuff like that. Stuff like that comes out, and he wasn't even that fat. Actually, he wasn't fat at all. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, no offense, we would have heard something about it now. To me, it's just they want to move him, so they're coming up with excuses because I feel like he has a pretty good connection with the fan base. I feel like a lot of fans like him overall. Yeah. And I think they're trying to find reasons to move him. Arbelzi also said that Witzel's been decent the past 2 or 3 years, but the main thing is he's over 30 and overused, in my opinion.
The used Achilles.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going to that because I don't know how anyone comes back from a ruptured Achilles at that age.
Yeah. I completely agree. Homo Juve also... yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Homo Juve.
No, I just want to throw that in before I didn't see it. But yeah, okay, sorry, we got a few of these. There we go.
Thanks, guys.
And then right there with Davide saying Chouameni would be a better option, in his opinion. And then Bobby says Bernardo Silva. And that's where, what's it, L'Equipe is saying? Is that how you say it? Or how do you say it? You said it differently yesterday. L'Equipe. I don't care. It's French. L'Equipe. That's fine. No, I'm kidding. Manchester City wants to include Laporte or Bernardo Silva in a possible Ronaldo deal.
I think I went over this yesterday. Yeah. So no way Laporte should, if you're Juventus, you're going guns blazing for Bernardo Silva in the swap.
Yeah.
You don't need Laporte. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you there. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why you would take it, but let's see. Oh yeah, and then he says, and I don't know this because it's a commoner, but I'm guessing more than likely Fabrizio Romano says no interest in him. So I would hope not. Yeah.
There's some people with brains then.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Ralph says Americans are all called burgers on 4chan, so McDonald's was a perfect nickname for an American footballer. That's fair. That's fair.
What do you call Canadians?
Yeah, what do you call Canadians on there? Arnold is saying, I read that Pirlo was still the coach and McKennie had a bad diet. He also complained about the squad rotation in the media.
He played 46 games.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing any of this stuff. I don't remember it. I feel like you and I followed this pretty close. So
yeah, 46 games, and he had a hurt hip. So why is he complaining about hip rotation or squad rotation?
Yeah, I don't remember hearing any of this. So maybe it did. Maybe there's people more known than I am. Ralph did say it was him. Yeah, that's what it was. You called him a soy for being at such a. I'm old and washed, so that's out of my age group. But I know what you're talking about because
what does soy mean?
I mean soft, basically. They call them. I think they call them like soy boys or something. And it's people that instead of eating like meat, they eat soy. Or whatever. Wait, is that what I'm thinking? I don't know. I'm guessing that's what it means. Wait, not soy. No, that's I'm thinking of what's it called? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey guys, if you're here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please join us for our channel. We're gonna have a lot more coming out, especially tomorrow. I'll be doing the live stream for the what's it called we have going on tomorrow.
Champions League draw.
Yeah, it's a little something. Just a little something going on there. Wait. Okay. Usman was asking, we can get to some of these questions here in a minute. He says, what's your NFL team? I'm a Cardinals fan. Do you have an NFL team, or do you not really follow NFL? You're in
the New York Football Giants.
Oh, duh. You told me that. Yes.
Eli Manning's my guy.
I'll just say, at this time, I really... the closest I have to an NFL team is the Cincinnati Bengals, the Bungles, if you will. It's not a good living. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody, but it's really, I had no options. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. It's Indianapolis Colts, the Bengals, or it's the Titans, and it is what it is. I follow college stuff, to be honest. Okay, let's move on, and let's actually get into the main topic of the day, the reason why we have 61 people here right now. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't liked it already, please hit the like button. It really helps our channel. It helps you. It's a free option to support. Yes, exactly. It's a free option to help support us in what we're doing here at the Bianconeri Zone, and we promise we're going to continue bringing you more. I'd say good content, but when it's me, I think it's acceptable sometimes. So we'll see how it goes up. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Anyway, actually, is that the main one, or is it? Yeah, I guess it is that one because the other one's a question. So a bit of like the breaking-ish news that we had coming out here. What was it? Within an hour or so, or two before that we even started the show. Gazzetta dello Sport, and sorry, my eyesight's terrible, so I have to lean in to read it. Saying the rumors of an interest in Man City are there, but in the last years, the quotation to PSG has also grown a lot at the moment. However, no offers arrived to Juventus for Ronaldo, but I think latest things that we've heard and some things have been reported. Let me go back up because I know Alejandro was throwing this in here. There's an answer to one of your things. Canadian bacon was. Let me get rid of the other one.
Is that what we're called?
I guess that's what they call. Oh yeah, and Smiley says that's what. Yeah.
I love Canadian bacon.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, bacon's amazing. Let me pull up. Where did he put it? No, that was a like and subscribe one. Alejandro threw this in the chat. That's the one they said about Bernardo Silva. I thought there was another one in here. Anyway, I can't find it. Regardless. Anyway, what we know right now is it appears that an offer has been made to Cristiano for a 2-year contract with Manchester City, if I'm correct. Basically, what I'm going to get on here and do is we're just going to give you a repeat of what the Barcelona guys did when Messi left. And we're going to get on here, and we're going to cry, and we're going to say about how Juventus will never win again. And, just that single tear will be rolling down my cheek. No, but...
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, I do have plenty of thoughts on this, and I can go into this here. Let me just let me pull this back. I want to hear your own thoughts too, and I don't want to just go in. But basically, the main question here that we talk about with this report is there enough time to sell Ronaldo and find a suitable replacement? And that's kind of more the thing that annoys me with this situation is, and I went into this Mercado expecting Ronaldo to leave, right? Like, I expected that he would go.
At the very beginning, especially.
But I expected him to figure his bleep out and go at the beginning of the Mercado. Not trying to. I'm not going to unload on Ronaldo for the most part, but it's kind of a shitty way to do this. Is to literally have your agent out there pushing for it at the very end of the Mercado, really, really pushing hard in the last week. And I understand certain things had to move. Mbappe potentially or whatever. Or Harry Kane had to not have gone to Man City, and all that had to happen first. But you could have been pushing this further, and you're putting Juventus in more of a hole than Juventus would have been in if you would have left early. I think Juventus 100%. Will be fine. I think they can get another guy who will score a few goals. No, he's not going to score 30 goals a season like Ronaldo did. But at the same time, you know what you also did? You also screwed Juventus out of pursuing Donnarumma seriously at the beginning of the season because it's money. That's money in finances that you could allocate toward him and adding a good goalkeeper. So not only are you effing up our forward position, but you're also screwing with what we have when we were just talking about the topic of the week, which was Szczesny being
shit. Szczesny.
Yes, exactly. He was absolute trash this week. I didn't expect it would be this bad, but he was horrible, and we could have had Donnarumma in the squad. You could have moved on and been happy. It's just that's the part that frustrates me. It's just thinking all the what ifs because of this and how they fell throughout this whole thing. Let me see. Let me throw this up. I want to hear your all's opinions. What are your opinions on this? I've talked a lot, and it's been a little. I know I'm very scatterbrained, guys. I have a lot of thoughts and ideas that pop in my head. Unless I have them all written down properly, it's hard for me to get them all out how I want. But trust me, we got time. I'll get more out. What are your thoughts right now?
Okay, so. Obviously, he did not give us enough time to replace him properly. However, if Bernardo Silva is a part of the deal or whatever potential deal, I'm okay with that, obviously. You can find another striker that'll score you 10 to 15 goals quite easily on like a dry loan or like a little note loan. But the thing is, his wages, like that's 60 million euros in wages freed just for this year. Okay, so we're going to allocate probably 7 to 10 on that to Bernardo Silva. So you have 50 million euros now. If Agnelli and Cherubini and Arribene are serious about their intent of saying, we want to keep the squad competitive as long as possible, you spend that money on someone. Now, who's available at this point, we have no idea. But anything happens in the last week of the season. Anything. Or last week of the transfer season. Mm-hmm. Right? So, if Bernardo Silva comes, he becomes the attacking midfielder we desperately need. Right? Yeah. Check. Boom. Awesome. If McKennie leaves, he's replaced. If Witzel comes in and replaces McKennie, you got your nice holding solid center midfielder to go along with that. Boom. Oh, check. Now, you have about 40 to $50 million to spend on a striker. Who's available? We have to find out. There's got to be someone. Mm-hmm. And that's if we want to spend the money. But if they're serious, our upper management is serious, they will do that.
Well, you easily go get Haaland right now. It's easy.
Yeah, Haaland. Yeah.
It's done. Maybe him and Vlahovic together at this point.
Probably. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But Yeah, it's just I don't know. That's the most frustrating part to me is the way that this was handled and the way that this was pushed back into the end of the Mercado and pushed it at the very end. You know, in a time when we thought, and I think that was, I don't know if that's actually what this ended up being the title of this one was, but it's like it was time to wrap up this Mercado and finish and move on. And then Ronaldo comes in here, and like I was just sick and tired of all the, you know, you had all the fanboys and all that coming in being like, Ronaldo's happy here. Did you not see him take his shirt off and how excited he was to, you know, jump up and down after he thought he had scored and all that? I'm like, dude, he's a guy playing. He's a competitor, and that's fine. He can be excited about that. But that means nothing about him. There's plenty of coaches here and there. I was about to do a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Let's not do that. I was about to see here, there, and everywhere. There's coaches all over the place that literally tell you, and that's the main thing why I got on here and why we kind of ranted a little bit about his post, because his post was BS. If you come on here and you say, you know, I'm training or whatever, I want to shut down these rumors, like, no, you didn't do that, bro. And even if you were if you're your publicist or whatever, all you had to do was say Forza Juve at the end. You could leave the next day, dude. You could leave. Who cares? Because people get upset. People can get upset regardless. You know, overall about the situation. But like, I don't know why, if you're a good publicist, that you didn't write, you know, Forza Juve at the end there, and that was supposed to be it. What you did by doing that was actually you drew up more controversy. It's he didn't mention Juventus. He didn't mention any of that. He was just mentioning, you know, the other options and the other rumors for all these other places he might go. Maybe, you know, it's just about him training. And then now he comes at, what was the statement that he said? Was that basically he just wants to, I don't know if it wasn't a statement, but the rumor was that his goal was to win another Ballon d'Or, and that's really what it is.
At 37 years old.
Yeah, that's his main thing. Dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it if you want to just go win another Champions League or whatever have you. That's fine. Just say it. Go do it. That's okay. And I'm okay with you. I'm more than not. I don't want to say more than okay. I don't want to act like I'm super happy to kick him out the door or something like that, because that's not the situation too. He is a good player. But at the same time, there are things that came along with him that have not been so great. Ash Ketchum says, I don't believe in these rumors, as journalists have 6 days left, and they will be jobless for 6 months. They're not going to be jobless, guys. They're reporting. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, yes, you do want to drum up some attention, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I just, I don't.
There's fire.
Yeah, I don't believe that all these journalists have colluded together to like let's build up this Ronaldo drama. Let's fill our pocketbooks with this. I just don't think so. Let's see. I want to get some of your all's thoughts in here while he's doing that. Let's see.
Sorry, dog was trying to get a water bottle. That would have been annoying.
I had a dog. I had my dog over here the other day when I was trying to do a live, and he literally had the rawhide that he's just digging into the whole time. Yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the Ronaldo fan that hit the dislike button. Appreciate it. I'm honestly surprised there's only one right now. But I appreciate all you guys for showing up. Edgar brings up a good point earlier, saying 52 watching and only 12 likes. Come on, guys. I appreciate it. We're up to 36. But we still got about 60. We need to double up that score, guys. So if you could hit the like button, just do it now. It's real simple. It's a real easy way to support us. But I appreciate it. You're lagging out quite a bit right now. Let's see if we can get this figured out. Anyway, let me get to... I'm trying to get to... Okay. Usman brings up, and I thought I hit it, but I guess I didn't. If Ronaldo leaves, will Juventus' attack improve? I'm not a big believer in the... I talked about it before, about the addition by subtraction theory in general. Yeah. But I think there are certain aspects that could improve, as in, to me, again, and it is what it is. I say it a lot, but the attitude will improve. The chemistry, I feel like, will improve. I feel like those are some of the aspects that help. I mean, you look at the chemistry between, in the first half, yes, it was the first half, yes, there was stuff that happened, but Cuadrado and Dybala creating for each other. They each did it. You know, they both had the vision to see and to kind of create for each other. I think Ronaldo, I mean, you see what he does. You see, again, and I'm not going to go too much into this again and just hate on Ronaldo and his body language and all that, because it's not what I'm trying to do. But what I'm just saying is, like, I just don't think he brings a lot when it comes to chemistry for the club going forward. I think it's very much the Ronaldo show in his mind, and it's everybody else should be doing for him. And then if they get something afterward, then they're lucky, or then you can throw them a bone, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Alexander said Ronaldo today finished training earlier, apparently due to right hand injury. Nothing serious. Swap Ronaldo, Gabriel Jesus, or Ronaldo Bernardo Silva would be great. I'd be okay with those options. I'm okay with it. I guess it depends how it works out financially, because there's
Yeah.
just definitely the money that could come in. Also, I just, the one thing I hate about doing a swap though is it really limits Juventus' options of who they're going for. You know what I mean? Like you could only get
Yeah.
those guys instead of looking at maybe some of the other options. But I mean, I'm kind of resigned to the fact that it seems like Vlahovic isn't going to happen for anybody this year.
No,
They're
I think he's
refusing to
staying.
sell.
That,
Yeah.
to be honest, that Fiorentina, they're getting some good players in there.
Wait. Okay, so Canadian bacon isn't like American bacon. What's the difference between Canadian bacon and American
Canadian
bacon?
bacon's female bacon, so it's like longer. It's like pinky.
Huh.
It's not like the classic bacon strips. It's still good.
Oh, I've never had. I'll have to try it. I don't think I've ever had that. But
Yeah.
dude, here's the thing. I even like turkey bacon. I grew up on my early days.
Yeah.
My mom had turkey bacon because she's allergic to pork, so we only have turkey bacon. I thought it was fine. Then you try real bacon and you realize it's way better, but it's still good.
Yeah.
So I'll be okay with it. Smiley face
Yeah.
says, if CR7, if Ronaldo's doing all this childish acts and he doesn't deserve to be in Juventus. Here's the thing. I don't want to go fully into it acting like he's being childish or anything like that, because that's what I want to be clear. I think a lot of people think I'm coming over here and acting like Ronaldo is, the Antichrist incarnate. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Ronaldo's horrible, whatever. I don't like the way that it's worked out. I don't like the. Do you remember during the Euros? It was Ronaldo will sit down and talk about this after his Euro whatever's over. The Euros were over. Ronaldo never talked about it. He never addressed it. It was just kind of if he comes back to camp, we'll see. And we're just sitting here waiting to see if that plane was flying in to Turin or whatever. If you remember all that nonsense, and it just hasn't been brought up. It hasn't been confirmed. He never went in. We had Nedved come in, and whenever Nedved speaks, when it comes to a coach or anything, if he says they're 100% staying here, it means he's already got a house purchased at whatever other place, or he's moved on.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Am I lagging? Sorry.
A little bit, but now I think you're okay. I hope.
Is my voice lagging, though?
No, your voice is fine. It was just a little bit of your face.
All right. So the thing is, if he leaves, I honestly, the way he's been acting this week in particular has been quite childish. Like he thinks he's bigger than anything in this world has ever seen, and he might think so. Of course, he has his own. He's allowed to have his own opinion. His agent can do whatever the heck he wants. But he has been acting like a little dickhead. I'm sorry. And again, since the Instagram post, my thoughts on him have just went down the tube, and I already didn't have the greatest thoughts of him in general. Yeah. I've always said he's the second greatest player to ever kick a soccer ball. I've said that for this whole time I've been on the channel. I love that he came here. I love that he played for the team. I love that he loved it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I love that he loved wearing the jersey at the beginning. But the way he's acting now, just get out. I'm done.
Yeah. I try to remove some of my personal feelings and frustrations when we come on here, but I really shouldn't, because that's half the fun and half the excitement of us chatting and all that. Hey guys, we're at about 70 people in here right now. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Just saw that, just want to say that. But I will say, there are times I remember when that news came out about his agent, basically Ronaldo was basically, I think I used the stripper in the strip club, trying to see who would throw the dollar out there. It's just basically who's going to reach first. And I've never been to a strip club, but sometimes you're sitting there and they may all come up to you and try to, and you're turning them down left and right. That's what Ronaldo's used to. He's used to turning down people left and right and left and right. No, I'm not going to go here. And now it hasn't been the same way. It's been a lot of no, 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 no's until now. And now there's an option. And now he's thinking about making that move, because the option of, PSG, or more likely Man City's coming open. And as soon as they can do it, he's gone. As soon as he can get this done, he's out of here. And again,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I was going to say,
you're
the
good.
rumor is he's going to make 15 million net. So at Juventus, he's making 30 million euros net. So he's going to take half the salary to leave. So obviously, this is a dig at what we're doing as a club, and he's making it not about money, but he's going to get background money. Yeah. He's going to get more than just salary money. It's a slap in the face at this point. Just stay. At this point, stay and get your money. I'd rather that. But whatever. We save on wages if he goes, and we probably get Bernardo Silva. Beautiful. This is what it is.
Yeah, getting Bernardo Silva would be a great option. I'd be happy with that. I'd be content. And then, like, no offense, Joseph brought it up, and I know there's some, and I do want to say this before I say anything. Joseph brought it up. I don't want to put everybody in a box because it's just not true. But there are a lot. When you have a fan base like him, I learned that here. If you have one of the larger fan bases, you're going to have just... That's the unfortunate truth of the matter. When you have such a large fan base, you're going to have a whole lot of shitty people in that fan base. You're going to have way more than a tiny fan base would have. And because of that, Ronaldo has that. He has a lot of them, and they are all constantly swarming. They swarm this channel. They swarm every other channel. They swarm the internet and their Twitter and all that stuff. And it's just, it's miserable to deal with these people. I don't understand your line of thinking. I don't understand how it works to being a fan the way you do. But I will be happy, and I think a lot of us can sigh a breath of relief, being like, we don't have to deal with these people. Aren't one, they're not associated with our club anymore, which is a big deal to me, because these are the people, regardless of how you think. Imagine meeting, Ronaldo Man 69 is the term I like to use, out on the street, and you're going around and he's wearing his Ronaldo shirt, but it's the back has Ronaldo on it, but the front has Juve. So you see him and you don't know anything about the sport, and this is a guy you deal with who's just being a consummate ass. That's the only way I can say it. So to me, it'll be good not to have that kind of look on our fan base for a bit. Not all of you are that way, though. There are a lot of really good Ronaldo fans that have joined the club and who said they also just learned to love Juventus itself. And I'm not talking about you guys. I want to be clear about that, because there are some good ones out there.
Yep.
Oscar brings up Berardi. I don't think Berardi's going to happen. I think that one's... Is he
talking about we're getting him?
No, I think he was talking about bringing in Berardi to come in.
Dude, I don't want to talk to Carnevale ever again.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. I think let's be done with Carnevale. I was going to get into the other stuff, but yeah. Usman, Ronaldo isn't. I think we should wait for Haaland or Vlahovic next summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, Morata can do a job, guys. Morata can do a job, especially if he's not bitching himself out to Ronaldo.
Yeah,
because you saw last year when they played together. Every chance he had, he passed to Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. He can score goals. He can score 15 to 20 goals a year. I know he misses a bunch, but the ball will get 15 to 20. Chiesa will get 15 to 20. Kulusevski will score more than 7 goals. I know that. Our midfielders will score more goals. The goals will come, even if we win 1-0 or 2-1 every game. Who cares?
Well, and it's just in general, like, that's what people think the idea is, and the thought. And again, I know these are not rational people, but their idea is, well, if Ronaldo leaves, Juventus is losing everything. Like this, they I'm like, no, dude, that just means look what happened when he didn't play. There was more scoring to go around for other people.
Yeah,
because you didn't have to cater to Ronaldo. And I'm not. Anyway, okay. Let's get some of your other thoughts and stuff out here. Arabosi said, don't forget that Agnelli said back when Ronaldo or CR7 arrived, we'll bring a transfer like this after 5 years.
So I know he's saying that.
Clarify that.
When Ronaldo was signed originally 3 years ago, he said we will get the next Ronaldo when he leaves.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they're setting up for Haaland.
Dude, I hope you're right. I know you're wrong. No offense. I know you're wrong, but I want you to be right, because I would love to have Haaland. Just because I just love the entertainment factor of just, you know, his just whenever he speaks to the media. It's so good. Usman says maybe Moise Kean on loan, desperate times. Is he just hanging out in Everton now? Is that what he's doing? Is that where he is? Like,
who knows if he's actually in Liverpool? Who knows if he's actually in the city?
Yeah. I would love to have him back. I mean, he obviously doesn't replace Ronaldo, but I would like to have him back. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Alejandro, I have not checked text if you've updated us and everything. Yeah, I haven't checked it all. You're still at the start of the chat. Sorry, we'll move down some. I'll just skip some of you guys, and I apologize. This is the unfortunate part of us growing, is that it makes it harder to reach everything. You know, if you really have something you really, really want to say, and I'm not saying you need to do it, but a super chat's a good way to do it. Otherwise, I will try to get to everybody as much as I can. Jorge Mendes is in Turin, but has not met Juventus, nor have any offers arrived at Juventus. That Ronaldo wants to leave is a fact, obviously. Thank you to Marcio for saying it is a fact. We all know this. Everybody will lie to you and try to tell you that it isn't, but we all know that. I mean, just look at him. He's pissed. He hates being here. Man City are offering about €15 million net for 2 years. For Juventus, Yeah, go to hell. I'd say go to hell for the. Or what do you mean? Or to pay him?
Salary.
Oh, that's his salary.
Yeah, that's what I said. He wants to half his salary.
Whew. So, do you think Ronaldo will do this?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. He just wants to get out.
I guess if he wants out that bad, damn, you're really cutting yourself. Liam, I haven't yet. I'm going to do it tonight. I apologize. It's been really busy here. I need to see the Chesney singing back at Arsenal. I will look that up. I promise. I apologize. Ismail says, I don't really care if CR7 goes, but if he leaves, I think he's just running away from trouble and ruining Juventus' transfer strategy. That is a big frustration, though, to me.
Yeah. It's
just what it does to Juventus' transfer market. You could have looked at way more options, but instead you're throwing this at the very end, the final week, and you got to find a suitable replacement to step in there. You sounded like you had something to say. Did you want
to? No, like it does. It puts us in a very innocuous position in terms of what we can do for the last 6 days. Like we need him to leave tomorrow. This is what if he's leaving, leave tomorrow, and we need to get Bernardo Silva as the counterpart. And that's what needs to happen. And then, not breaking news, but like Monaco lost today, so they're out of the Champions League. So maybe Aurelien Tchouameni becomes a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he will be, but like there were murmurs saying if they don't make Champions League, he could be made available. You got to look into that.
No, and I'd be here for that, definitely. With the away kit, Julian looks like De Ligt.
I know, a massive Dutchman, eh? Oh, yeah.
Also, Alejandro updated, and again, we're like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's here. Saying we got 74 strong, 48 likes. If we can get those likes up, guys, keep pumping those likes up. Otherwise, we'll shut down the stream right now. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new here. I appreciate all the support that all you guys have shown for the channel. Fabrizio Romano said that Mendes approached Man City to sign Ronaldo, still no bid. Juve want 30 million euros. Man City are not intention to pay any fee and want to keep Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, well,
that's fine. Give us Silva.
Yeah, if it's Silva, then that's your option if you want it. So
yeah. Don't give us Laporte. If you want to keep Jesus, keep Jesus. Everyone needs Jesus. Give us Silva.
Exactly. David says, don't call it Canadian bacon in Canada, but it's pea meal bacon with cornstarch coating. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate that. Andrew's from Jersey. It's Taylor ham. Taylor ham is what they call it there. That's funny. I didn't know that. Let's see. Okay, Antonio says if we just get rid of him, Ronaldo being unhappy will affect the team. If they offer 15 million euros just to do it, you'll be saving on his wages 31 mil. Yeah, but I still think Bernardo Silva. Let's just keep saying that, right?
No, I don't. If there's no transfer fee, that 15 mil that would be going to Ronaldo. So who cares about that? Like if he wants to take a wage cut, take a wage cut. But if we get no transfer fee and it's Bernardo Silva, do it still. You still come out pretty good out of that. Yeah,
no, that's true. Roy is saying, worse than the CR7 fanboys are the unappreciative Juve followers. Let's enjoy all the attention while we have it. Roy, if you're saying that Juventus fans are unappreciative of Ronaldo, I'm going to hard pass that, my guy. And the reason I say that is, no offense, Ronaldo's not doing this out of the courtesy of his heart. He didn't come to Juventus to help the little sisters of the poor. That's not what this is. Yeah. The situation is not accurate.
He didn't take 15 million.
And again, there might be something here, and I don't want to come too hard at you if it's just, something like texting, it's hard to say exactly what you mean. But the way I take this from, it's like, it was good for the club overall. It was good to have Ronaldo. It's good for marketing. Like I said, in the United States, not a lot of people have heard of Juve before. Like, until I researched Juve in 2006 and found them and became a fan, the only Serie A team I really knew of strongly was AC Milan. Like, that's just what it is here in the United States. It does bring a lot more. There is a good thing that Ronaldo did do, and I do appreciate that. But again, you get paid 30 million euros a year. You can, I don't know. Like I think he can wipe his ass with the unappreciative part. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Bullshit. No, most true Juventini are appreciative of why he came, but at the end of the day, he didn't take the 15 million like he might do for City. Like he came, he got his money. He's leaving in a very unprofessional way, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
that's when people are turning. Like, people didn't turn on him last year at the beginning of the year. No one turned on his back then. We're turning now because of the way he's treating the situation.
Yeah,
we like a club. We don't hammer down on a player.
Well, it is. That's me. It's with every with every team or whatever I support. I'm a team supporter. I'm not a guy supporter. I've tried this stuff. I tried it with the NBA because the closest I had to the NBA was Michael Jordan. Obviously, I like the Bulls. If I were to still follow the Bulls as close as I do, like Juve and U of L and stuff like that, I'd be in a world of pain because they have sucked since he's left. But at the same time, not
players,
just
no. Sorry.
They do. It's true. They're better, but yeah, we'll see. But it's just my main thing is like I try to follow. I tried to do this in the NBA where U of L has had some solid players that have gone pro. I don't care. I don't get into it. I can't do it. It's just not me. Also, what happens when that guy retires? Do you find a new guy to jock or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not me. Home at Juve, I think Fajoli is going to go out on loan. But yeah,
it's getting tight now though, right? It's like 6 days. You gotta sort this out. Like, again, the squad composition is not good right now.
Yeah,
like, there's too many players. Again, you can send them back to Primavera or whatever, the U23 squad, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let them get a professional, like, Serie B, Serie A professional level.
Yeah. I mean, actually, you might be right. He says all fake. He stays 6 days. There's an opportunity, but things are heating up right now, my guy. You can't deny that. Like, things are heating up. Something's going on. Something's probably going to happen here. I don't know. And then Homo Juve also said in 6 days no one leaves and no one will come. Here's the thing. I think there's too much of us that are going off of the everything that happened with Locatelli. So we're still riding that Locatelli vibe of it takes a damn month and a half or 2 months or it takes a year to get anything done. It's not true. I mean, you look at the NBA and they literally traded like 4 guys for Russell Westbrook like that without even a rumor, and it was done. Yeah. So like my thing is I don't believe that at all. If they want to get it done, if there's enough desire from both sides, actually all 3 sides, Ronaldo, Man City, Juventus, for this deal to happen, it will happen. Is the way I look at him. Imagine how angry United fans would be if City get him. Yeah, that is a big part of it. I do find kind of interesting and kind of humorous in myself that I wouldn't mind seeing him go to. Yeah.
United fans literally think that he's still one of them. Like, he loves Sir Alex Ferguson. Like, he probably, like, the United is his first, like, proper big club, but like, he likes Sir Alex Ferguson. He'll go for himself anywhere else. Like, he doesn't give a shit if Man United or if Man City is the direct rival. He'll go play for them.
Yeah. RBLZ, I'm not saying to go that far. I'm not saying burn his shirt. Like, you don't need to burn his shirt.
No,
like,
don't.
This is not. Ronaldo didn't like crap on her. He didn't crap on Juventus or anything like that. Things have been unfortunate the way this happened, but Ronaldo did. Ronaldo performed great. He performed very well. He won Capo Canonieri last year. I'm not trying to. This is not a hate Ronaldo. We don't need to burn his shirts or anything like that. But what I'm just saying is, it's just time for the drama to end, and you can move on. And I feel like what I'm saying this about Ronaldo too is this. I kind of think he's going to end up becoming. And when I say this, maybe this sounds a little bit harsh or whatever, but somewhat of a mercenary for the rest of his career, where it's just kind of like you go where he can succeed and where he thinks that he can win. He'll go help out a team. If it doesn't work out, he can jump to the next guy until he's ready to retire. That may be what he is. Maybe it's not really a build around the guy kind of thing. I mean, everybody that goes to PSG is a mercenary right now, to be honest. That's what it is. AD was saying Ronaldo is not for the future. If better he leaves now so he focus on our young players. I agree. There's been a lot of growth in trying to, grow the. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, sorry. I thought. Sorry, Up North Bot. I thought for some reason your icon looked like a different guy. I thought it was a Ronaldo guy. We haven't really had any in here to go at it.
I know.
We don't know. Witzel, I don't know. But don't tell Liam, though, because Liam wants Witzel here. And Liam, yes, I haven't watched it yet. I told you I will look at it. You've seen a bunch of those. Roy also brings up saying Juve can't win with our goalkeeper. CR7 at least provides a threat up front. I mean, that's true. I mean, okay. And I was very clear that I did say this about the match against Udinese. It said it absolutely was all on Chesney. That loss is on. I mean, there's like you said, the center backs were all out of sorts too, but that's on Chesney. Like, both are two giant mistakes that he lost the match. That's all it really was.
Sorry, Justin
Yeah.
We're gonna say some 2 news points about DiMarzio.
Yeah, is Alejandro screaming and yelling because I'm ignoring him?
No. I just scrolled through and I saw a couple things.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is kind of linked to Juventus. If Mbappe were to go to Real Madrid, Hazard and/or Asensio could arrive in Serie A. It would be a question of understanding which Italian clubs could afford them. So those are 2 interesting names. That's a lot of wage though for Hazard, and Asensio has always been linked to Juventus. And the next part is Juventus has initiated contacts with the entourage of Axel Witsel. The player has already given the go-ahead for the transfer. BVB, so Dortmund, can release him with minimum compensation. So that's why we're interested in Witsel at the end of the day.
That makes sense. Okay. And what was the repeat? What are the names that were listed on the first? Sorry, I was all over the place when you're reading it.
Yeah. So if Mbappe does go to Real Madrid for the astronomical fee, Eden Hazard or Marco Asensio could arrive in Serie A, but it depends on what team can afford them, and who knows who can afford them. Yeah. Like, if Atalanta can afford Hazard, is Hazard going to Atalanta? I don't think so. Yeah. So Asensio would probably go to Milan or Inter or Roma or one of those teams. I could see that, but I think if Hazard was to be available on loan, he'd go to Juventus.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying what's being reported right now.
Hey guys, I appreciate all you being here. We got 80 people strong. It's 81. It's solid. Sweet. It's a solid group, guys. We're growing here. We're glad to see all you guys join us. We appreciate all the support. We got 55 likes. If you could hit that like button while you're here, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. We truly appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, and like I said, there's a lot watching, so I'd imagine a lot of you guys are new people. Maybe not. But if you are new here, let us know who you are in the comment section or the chat. Let us know where you're from. That's a big thing of what we do here as Juventus fans. We'd like to hear where you are, where you're from. Also, if you're a fan of a different team and you're here for that, that's cool too. We had had a guy who was a AC Milan fan who said he loved the channel and stuff like that too. I like that. Also, like it going forward when we start playing these guys, that maybe we can have some fun with these people, chatting and all that, because it doesn't all have to be. I mean, we might go a little hard on people. It's like joking back and forth, but I think it could be fun for the future.
Yeah. Sorry, one more thing. So now Romeo Gresti's talking.
Okay, let's go.
And he says Pep Guardiola does not want to give up Gabriel Jesus, like we know that, and Juventus does not want Laporte. So let's meet in the middle and let's go for Bernardo.
Exactly. Hey, if it's Bernardo, I can
do it.
I can live with that one. So let's see. Hopefully that works out. Usman was asking, do you think Arriva, Bene, Nedved, or anyone planned a contingency in case Ronaldo left?
I'm sure there's one being planned as we speak.
Yeah,
they're devising something right now.
I mean, you have to imagine they had some kind of idea over the last year and a half. If I'm sitting at home imagining, looking at Ronaldo and saying he's gone, this guy's leaving, then you would imagine at the same time that, the guys who are getting paid to do this, yes, I'm sure they have some plan. Whether it plays out that way, we will see. Antonio says I would take Keane back or over CR7, especially if we can get him on loan.
Not over, but like I get what you're
not
saying,
over. I think you mean if CR7 leaves, I'll take Moise Kean. I would also be happy with him back. Am I saying he's better than Ronaldo? Come on, no, I'm not saying he's better than Ronaldo. No. Roy also said Juve as an organization did this themselves, calling Ronaldo then rebuild.
No, dude, a pandy happened, and we have no money to put in resources to upgrade the club.
Yeah, it's just something you couldn't prepare for happened. Something that hasn't happened since my great-grandfather, who passed away when I was 10, was 13 years old.
Exactly.
It's the last time we've dealt with anything like this, of this magnitude. So it is what happened. I am so sorry, sir. Abdur Amin, I'm trying my best, says Bernardo is my dream since he was in Monaco. And I think it would be great if we got him. I would be I'd be happy. I was about to say I'd be more than pleased. I just felt like that was a weird wording to use. Jatin says should leave us in 1 to 2 days, or it'll be difficult for us to replace his void. Yeah, that's the biggest part of why a lot of us are frustrated. Is you could have moved on this bleep earlier. You could have at least even if it wouldn't be able to get done until now, you could have at least shown the intention of, hey, I want to leave. I want to make it known I want to leave. Not the nonsense that was played behind the scenes of he may try to extend with Juventus or whatever have you. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I didn't finish your whole statement. Should leave in 1 to 2 days. It'll be difficult for us to replace this void. Only replacement at the moment is Bernardo Silva or Keane, but leave quick so we can find a solution soon. I think a lot of us are agreeing.
I could see Keane being a very good option because his agent is Raiola.
Yeah,
and he needs a situation where like he needs out of his situation, and it might be a nice easy operation to get done. Yeah. If we don't have anything else in plan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can see that actually coming to life now.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Seif is asking what position would Silva play though on the wing. You're the coach, so yeah.
I would not put him on the wing only because we have such dynamic wingers already, and we need help in an attacking midfield link-up play role. So I would put him down the middle, but as an attacking midfielder, and the wingers would be like Chiesa or Kulusevski or inverted Dybala, and we have a proper striker up front. So Bernardo Silva would be the guy going from side to side, collecting the ball and playing forward.
Yeah. And Liam brings up a good point too. I thank Ronaldo for everything.
Yes.
He did do plenty. There was a lot he did here. I appreciate the stuff that he did. That doesn't free him of the criticism for the other things. But at the same time, appreciate his, time and effort. But yeah, and then
severance package. Good luck.
Exactly. Wish him well. Move on. Just the same thing I did with every ex-girlfriend. Just here's your package. Let's go. Anyway, Jatine said, look at the Messi and the Lukaku deals. They can happen in 1 to 2 days if a player really wants out. And I think that's fair. I think it's possible. Also,
but there's so many different elements to those deals. Like the Messi deal was a free transfer, and Lukaku was just no one else is in the running for him. But if we're selling Ronaldo, we have to get counterparts, and we have to get players from Man City to agree to come to us.
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think it's also a crap. What was the question again that I just clicked off of? Oh, a player wants out, it can happen. Yeah. Sorry, ignore me. 2 days. Ignore me. My thought went because I was reading chats, so ignore my thoughts. We'll wrap it up here in just a sec. You guys, like I said, I appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that. Farring says, "Do you guys seriously think there's no plan?" Yeah, exactly. There's a plan. There's always a plan. I remember coaches here locally. Appreciate hi Juve Daily. Coaches, that's actually the guy who reports to Juventus to blacklist us.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right on.
Right. No, I think, you always have to have a backup plan forever. I remember coaches here locally, there would always be a list you keep in your pocket of like, these are the guys I'm calling if whatever leaves, if the head coach of this team leaves or whatever. So I'd imagine
you're mitigating your mitigation tactics, right?
Yeah, when you have somebody of Ronaldo's, caliber, you have to have that because you always know that there's a chance that somebody else with a bigger pocketbook could come along, or his desire could change. And when you have a player, there's a lot of players Juventus can control their future if they want to keep them there, but he is not one of them. Here's a question for tomorrow: do we expect an easy group stage or a hard one?
It should be easier, even though we're in pot 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, going back in history and classic Juve, Champions League games are never easy for us. But I do think we'll have an easier group stage if we avoid Bayern Munich or Man City or what's it called? Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Abdurrahman said he's from Algeria. That's awesome. See, I like when people share where they're from. It's cool to hear different locations and all that.
Yep.
Let me get through a few more of these. See if I can catch up near the end of this. Everybody, Halan. Whole lot of Halan comments. So, you heard it from here first. Haaland is coming. He will be here. Arnold says the 400 mil from Exor will go to cover the losses from last 2 years. It will probably all depend on if we can fill the stadium or not. If not, there's very little money to buy for next year. Well, the thing is, there's money now that could be allocated differently just because of Ronaldo leaving, which is a big boost. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to say, but you know what I mean. It frees up.
Sorry. Going back to that, if you read the statement that was said on Juventus, the press release, it said it will continue to go and provide competitive debt or help with our competitive desires.
Yeah,
that money as well. So it's not just to cover the Pandy loss; it's also going to help us in next summer, not this summer, because it won't be approved until October. After that meeting, the board meeting, but it'll be for next summer.
Yeah.
So it's not just to cover losses. Let's read the whole statement.
Yeah, definitely. Wait just a sec. Okay. Oh, Liam says, boys, I get a lot of news now. Like I wanted this early in the Mercado. Why?
Yeah.
That's our frustration. That's the main thing of what we're frustrated about when we come here and we talk about this. We're frustrated just with the whole situation of how this has played out and how we're at the very end of this, and here we are. No fix. I haven't watched Trailer Park Boys. I have not watched it. Eventually,
you should. It's a Canadian show.
I know. I have. My twin brother watches it, and my friend and like some of our other friends watch it, and it hasn't been something that I. Oh wait, no. My brother watched. He didn't watch that one. He watched the other. What's the other one? It's not Trailer Park Boys. There's another one that's Canadian as well. That's on.
Oh, Schitt's Creek.
No, not Schitt's Creek. Oh, what is it? This one's gonna kill me. They love it. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick. Give some more Ronaldo thoughts, and I'll find it real quick. Let me pull it up. It is because somebody else help me. It's similar to that. What's another show that's like that? Here we go. Canadian TV. Okay, it's Letterkenny. It's the Letterkenny show.
Oh, yeah.
I've never watched it. He loves that show for some. Yes, thank you. David brought it up. Letterkenny. Yes, thank you. It's that one. And to me, they both seem the same. They're probably not the same at all, but that's the way I look at it. I appreciate that.
Can I interject one more time? Sorry.
Yeah.
Romeo Grassi just said, should Ronaldo leave, Juventus will definitely get a top striker. So that throws a wrench into everything.
So Romeo said that?
I'm reading some quote tweets, and he was live right now on some channel.
While we're here, guys, we still have 63 you guys in here. Appreciate it. Today we've had some pretty good numbers. We got up to 80 something. You guys are great. We appreciate the support. While we're here, okay, so what constitutes a what was the term you used? A top striker or something? What was that? A
top striker.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't consider Gabriel Jesus a top striker. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope someone better is considered a top striker.
Well, that's where I'm going. I'm like, I wouldn't view him as the top striker. I think he was a solid one. I'd view him as like a, I don't know, second tier. I don't know what you want to call it or whatever. But like top striker.
But the thing is, who's available?
Yeah.
Like what? How many top strikers are there? Are we gonna go in for Bobby Lou, Lewandowski, or what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Right. I mean, when you say top striker, I'm thinking Joseph says
Harry Kane. Top of the top, yeah.
Harry Kane to Juve. Home of Juve says Haaland this summer.
Haaland.
Raffles says Exor giving and Yelly funds
Imagine
for Vlahovic.
Vlahovic came in.
Dude, if they got that one done, I mean, Vlahovic I would love, but I don't think they're going to sell it unless Vlahovic really pushes and wants it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Liam, you're speaking my language, but that's not that's not a top striker, unfortunately, anymore. Dude, don't even get me started on Balotelli, because I will go down and I will get myself in trouble.
A lot of people are saying Icardi.
Let me see.
Is he a top striker? Pele to Inter. Gross.
You think he's talking about Icardi? I don't think he's. Do you really think he's a top striker anymore? Like,
I don't.
Or even
no. I think Grassi wouldn't be mentioning Icardi as a top striker.
Yeah. What about the GOAT Balotelli Aguero? What?
Oh, because when Aguero scored the winning league goal, it was Balotelli Aguero.
Oh, yes. Arcardi is still UGM. And then Andrew says Camiso's going to have a heart attack when you make him calling. Dude, that would be
100%.
hilarious. I'm here for it, though. That would be so funny to come in and get him, and somehow he ends up coming. I don't know. I'm interested to see where this really goes. And, yeah, that's where Kirk's bringing up. Fiorentina won't negotiate with Juve. At least it hasn't felt that way. It hasn't felt like they were going to.
Yeah.
Timothy says Juventus, we will get the top striker, but not this summer. I mean, I think what he's saying is
that.
It's now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I don't have the exact
quote. Let me just go back to it. Sorry, am I echoing? Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry.
So he's not very specific. Sorry. He's not very specific if it's going to be this week or if it's going to be next year. If it's next year, it's Holland. I'm dead positive, man. No, dude, I'm dead positive about that.
I mean, I would just be kind of I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, it's fine. No, wait, no. I'm not saying Haaland is fine. Yes, I'd be more than happy to get Haaland, but I'm just saying, I mean, are we gonna turn this? Not that this year can't be something special, but like, I don't know, it would just suck if I'd have to wait till next year for them to go after this, and then because when you say that, because also Agresti also said, and I'm gonna bring this point up a lot. That he said it's not Locatelli or Pogba, it's Locatelli and Pogba. And I understand other things came into play there.
Yeah.
But don't tell me they're going to get a top striker and then tell me that's going to be next year. Because that tells me we don't know. It means they're going to try to get a top striker. It doesn't mean they're getting a top striker. It means they're going to try. And then we'll be sitting here next summer and I'll be throwing a fit and acting like a whatever if we're still doing this a year from now. Which I'm sure we will be. But at the same time, what I'm saying? That's where my frustration comes from. We can get him due to release clause. Are you talking about
That's what I've been saying. Yeah, 75 mil.
Is that Vlahovic or is that Haaland?
No, Haaland.
Oh, okay. Haaland this week or next summer, 100%.
I'm pushing that. Until he signs for a different team, man.
Oh, and Mohammed, I appreciate it from the United Arab Emirates. That's awesome. Let's see, it's so cool the reach that Juve has. You guys being here, maybe Mbappe, no. and then Akash says everyone is trying to milk CR7 situations, just disrespectful towards the player in the club. I mean, okay, Akash, tell me what's okay, and I appreciate you being here. I don't know what's disrespectful. Are you okay? Just fill me in here. Are you under the idea or the belief that Ronaldo is not wanting to leave, that he wants to stay this year, and that's why it's disrespectful? Because if my guy is out here shaking it for whoever's offering, like trying to get, trying to move somewhere, it's not disrespectful. It's just the news. It is what it is. Like, I'm frustrated to say when, say if Chiesa or somebody tries, if something like that happens, or they leave or something like that, it's going to be news. I want people reporting on it. I mean, I understand. I'm also from, here locally, the new, free press is a big deal. Like, you need to have it. It holds people accountable. But not, when it comes to sports, it's also important to get people informed or whatever have you. I think a lot of people are, like, under this idea that it's just, like, people should basically just say, Ronaldo, you do whatever you want. You let us know when you're done. So if you leave, we'll respect you. We're not gonna pick at it. We're not gonna spread rumors or like the news that's coming out about it. Maybe Manzu can't. No, Mohammed, don't you do this to me, Mohammed?
He was at the game. He was at the game on Sunday.
I know. I saw that. That was crazy. Anyway, but I just don't understand. I don't understand how it's disrespectful toward the club. I don't think it's disrespectful toward the player, and I don't think it's disrespectful to the club to talk about rumors about who's coming and going to the club. It's the reason Juventus has so much money and that they have fans like this is because there's people that care about it and the people that want to talk about it every single day. Even some days I don't want to talk about it, but I do. So that's my, I don't know. Anyway, what are your thoughts on that? Sorry, I just talked a lot for a lot of nothing, maybe.
About it's not. They're not disrespectful. Like, the club's not being disrespectful. They're actually playing to what he is wanting at this point. Mm-hmm. If the fans might be a little bit disrespectful, but at the end of the day, we're fans. We don't get paid to do anything. So, he's getting paid to be there and play soccer. At the end of the day,
it's just. I mean, that's just. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't think. Oh, there we go. And Akash, just let me know. I want to have your feedback. I don't want to have this just be me. Is that your thing, or is that?
That's my wife.
Oh no, that's hilarious. You're good. No. Tell her hi. Hi. We haven't. Hi. Anyway, we
come show the rings.
Yeah,
show the rings. Come here. No. You're done now.
Show you got to. You do it. Come here. You're part of the. You're part of the show now. Yeah. Oh.
No.
Can't see it. Nope. Oh.
Come here. Say hi.
Come here. You gotta say hi. You gotta wave.
Hello.
Hi. Say hi to everybody. There's there's at least about 60 people here saying hi.
There's 60 people. Say hello.
Hello.
A little bit. There you go.
Hi. Sorry to be so disruptive.
Yeah.
No, you're good. We're going to. We're going way too long. Congratulations, by the way. And
he says
Ruffles,
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ruffles says hi. All the people in the chat say hi and congratulations, by the way, and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of them now. Hope it's not Destro. Ciao, ciao.
Kirk.
Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah. Look at Kirk over here. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to hear Akash, and I wanted to hear what he had to say. If he had any other thoughts to give, because I would like to. Yeah. I want this to be a dialogue. I don't want it to be me attacking you, saying that you're wrong, because that's not what it is. I just want to know your opinion. When it comes to that, because I don't agree with that statement overall, though. I think it comes with the territory. If I make millions and millions of dollars, I expect that I should be held accountable for whatever happens, and it's part of the news.
For sure. It's good. This
and,
stuff's gonna percolate until he's sold.
Yeah. And I was like, don't worry, we'll be talking about this tomorrow too. There'll be more. It'll be in the news video. It'll be all over the place. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon, unless whenever the news breaks that he is leaving, and he's gone. That's when the news will finally stop. Well, not
Yeah.
It isn't. So it is what it is. Any other final thoughts that you really want to get out there? I know we've gone a bit longer than normal, but
nothing.
It's our first time doing
news break worthy. Just that he better leave. If he's leaving, leave by the end of the week, or just have the here we go by the end of the week, so we know we're gonna get someone else in. And I hope top striker means legit top striker.
Yeah.
And if we do lose McKennie, you gotta use the funds from Ronaldo, and you gotta get Tchouaméni. You gotta get somebody like that.
Yeah.
You don't replace him with just Axel Witsel. Please do not just replace him with Axel Witsel.
Wait, hold up. So I think we have some breaking news. If you look here in the chat, Kirk Richards says Jorge Mendes currently in Turin working on a deal with Man City Juve, but also Dax says going to Juve versus Empoli match on Saturday, just arrived in Turin. So Mr. Dax is Jorge Mendes. And then now we know that he has been in the chat all along as him. He's been trying to derail our conversations by asking me random questions while he's working out a deal for his man. Go ahead.
This guy's the guy who always has showers and baths, right?
Yes, always taking baths, always taking showers.
The hotel bathroom.
Yes, always just dropping like the best questions too in for us. Just like the most random stuff. Anyway, guys, I think that'll do it for us today. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We got 69 likes, nice. And I appreciate just all the support you guys joining us and making sure. And I appreciate you all hitting that like button. I appreciate the 3 people for hitting that dislike button as well. It really shows that it means a lot to you that you're here today and showing up on the channel. Make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Instagram, Twitter. Follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter. Follow Julian at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.